Okay, I know the lighting looks like crap right now, and I'm gonna move for my actual episode, but Cookie's here. Say hi to the kitty. Yeah, who's a good girl? She does not like being picked up like this, but look at the kitty. She's so cute. Alright, on to the episode. Back in a sec. Okay, so as I was saying, today is episode 109 of Serenova Crafts, and it is May the 4th, 2017. So May the 4th be with you. Yes, I'm a nerd. I was being really blown out over there, so I moved to the table, even though that was actually natural sunlight and this is artificial, but I don't look like a ghost. Anyways, I'm Jessica. I'm your host. You can find me as Serenova on Ravelry and Twitter, and as Serenova Crafts on Instagram. You can find the show notes for today's episode on my blog or in the Ravelry group. Links down below if you're watching on YouTube. There'll also be a link in the Facebook group. And I'm probably going to do a VKN tonight, though this might go up after I do the VKN because reasons and work. And I'm recording this really quick before I have to go to work. Because I didn't want to record after work because it'll be dark when I get home from work. So, as you can see, it actually is legitimate sunlight out. But, yeah. Apparently it was making me too pale. Actually, I'm wearing a little bit of makeup because I gotta go to work. And yeah, I'm trying out a new primer. So, not that you can really see because the lighting in here is bad because the light's like right there. But it's better than being really, really pale over there. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed, 10 seconds of the cat. So, not a whole lot of progress on any whips. I do have 2 new whips. I'm kind of winging this episode because I kind of forgot to write up show notes ahead of time. I'll probably write them afterwards and just turn them into what I post. Because this is going up after work tonight. So, a little bit of time travel. So, this past weekend, I went to Stitches United, which is in Hartford, Connecticut, at the Connecticut Convention Center. I knew a few dyers who were going to be there. 100 Ravens was one of them. I actually help her out on occasion. And the other one that I knew was Night Owl Fibers, who is Rachel. And she is a really awesome person. And her mom made the drive up from Houston to Connecticut to be at the festival at Stitches. So that was really good. And it was really nice to see her in person. I got a picture of us together. I'll throw it in at the end, along with a picture of my stash, so I'm going to show the stash off. And I got some unexpected stash, and I started a couple of things. So, since you saw me last week, like I said, I was going to go to Stitches. I finished the crochet project, which unfortunately I no longer have in my possession because I turned it into 100 Ravens to have at their booth. So I will insert a picture here. So there it is, blocking out. I didn't have enough pins to pin out each loop on each of the fans. But, yeah, they were happy with it, so I'm not complaining. I got my panic yarn, which was a color they dyed up exclusively for Stitches United. It actually seems to be accurate, if I turn up my computer screen slightly. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. It's a pretty reddy red, like maroony red. And they called it Dragon Heartstring, because they did a whole slew of dragon colorways. My eyes look way more gold on camera than they do in person. Actually, it did not look like there was this much gold in my eyes in the mirror. Just say it. Just say it. My eyes look way more gold on camera. But I got 2 skeins, so I'm thinking shawl, which would be really fun. So that was part, 1 of stash, because this was payment yarn. Then I'd gone stash diving earlier in the week, because I decided I was going to do the Hohi Locatelli starting point. So it's mystery wrap. I'm trying to not show the instructions on camera, but Hohi Locatelli starting point. So she says 5 skeins of fingering. Basically going to use the whole skeins. So I came up with this. If I can hold them all up because it's 5 skeins. There we go. So starting here, ending here with this orangey one in the middle. I thought it would look good. So these 2 skeins are Lammy Toes. I think both are her Moon Pie. No, this one's Moon Pie Merino. This one's her Twinkle Toes base. Then I have 3 Fiber Stash skeins. And they are all on her... 2 of them are on her Twinkle Toes sock, and 1 of them is on her Strong Toe sock. So 2 of them are sparkly. So the one's going into under sparkly. And this one has sparkle too. The Twinkle Toes has sparkle. I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but they're sparkle, I swear. This is the Lammy Toe non-sparkle. But I thought these would look really good. I was thinking about making socks with these, but I thought they were too pretty, and I think a garter or shawl will really show off all of these yarns nicely. So that is going to be my starting point wrap. I also cast on a Find Your Fade, and then I promptly bought a kit for a second fade. So Find your fade pattern. Everyone's probably seen it. It's been going around on Rav for a while now. By the way, today is Ravelry's 10th anniversary, which is totally freaking awesome. And go Ravelry, 10 years, awesome. I've been on it for 7. So I have, I went stash diving to the first Find Your Fade. So please ignore the crinkling. So this is the first section. I'm using 5 colors for my first one. And here it is. I'm on section 2. So technically I should be on the second color, but I'm doing 5 colors, so that's the first color. And I'm basically going from orange to brown, because I'm then going to this, like orangey. Oh, none of these are going to show up on camera because they're in plastic, so never mind. But I'm going from like orange to brown with like a speckled Mad Tosh skein in the middle. If you've seen the colorway Steven Loves Tosh, it's that. It's Steven Loves Tosh in the middle. Because I have a full skein of it, so, you know, I'm making notes on the pattern as I go. And then I also cast on a Architecture, which was really popular a little while ago too. I'm a bit behind the ball, but one of these. I have some Mad Tosh, and is this their sock? No, this is their Twist Light, which is basically their sock yarn. In antique lace, I have 2 skeins, so I'm going to make the smaller color. And I'm actually knitting these on straights because I kind of don't have the correct size in a circular that's not being used because I have way too many whips. So I'm still on like the setup portion because I literally just cast it on yesterday and then promptly didn't knit on it because I had to go to work. Gotta love that, right? So so here it is. Not much yet, but next time I podcast there should be a fair amount more. Yeah, so those are the whips. It was a little bit of stash because I showed you the 100 ravens, but I'm going to show you the rest of the stash real quick because I have like 4 minutes before I need to walk out the door. So this is going to get processed and uploaded when I get back from work. Rachel was really cool from Night Owls. I basically went to her booth first after I like went and dropped off the shelf for 100 ravens. And I got 2 things of yarn from her. I got this one, which is Koi Pond, which she actually got a new BFL base. So I'm trying that. She's calling it her Strong Twist base. And it is 80% superwash, blue-faced Leicester, and 20% nylon, 400 yards for 100 grams. And this is the color to Koi Pond. And then I got a sock blank from her. This was a one-of-a-kind experiment dye she did. So it is unrepeatable, but it is her basic sock base, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 463 yards. So it's a light fingering. But I thought the colors in this were really cool. There was a stitch marker swap going on. I just put it on the sock blank so I didn't lose it. I haven't really knit from a sock blank before, so I thought this would be fun. And yeah, and I like the colors, so this will be fun socks. And then I also went and saw Molly Girl because I love her stuff. And I got a skein that was a little out of my comfort zone. It probably popped up a little bit on the bottom here. But it's her baseline, which is like her standard sock base. And the colorway is Let It Go. So this is more Mandy Pinecone's thing than me, but I thought this would be really fun socks. So fun socks for me. So then I waffled over this kit for like the whole time I was there. And finally, like as we were getting ready to leave, I said, screw it, and bought it. Because I saw it on Etsy, and I was like in love with it. But it was a lot. It was a lot of money. But then at Stitches, the lady was like, look, it's a last day festival. I don't want to have to drag this back to Canada with me. I'll give you 30% off. And so I said, okay. And I got it. Because with 30% off, it was a lot more affordable. So the company is Artfill. She's actually from Canada. Artfill. This was a skein, bonus skein she threw in. It's bright orange. It's 100% mulberry silk, which is pretty cool. But she is hand-painted, eco-friendly, natural yarn, and it is made in Canada. Yeah, so it's artfill.ca. artfil.ca is the website. This was the bonus skein of 100% silk. I'll probably make like a little cowl or something out of it because it's about 240 yards. So the kit. Here it is. Okay, so this is a like gray to red gradient with like orange and cream in the middle. So it's all on her Bell base, which is their sock base, because it's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, all 7 skeins of the same base, just different colors. So this one is slate. So it starts with slate. Now keep in mind this is enough yarn for 2 fades, different color combinations. But fade 1, right? Well, fade number 2 because I've already started 1. It goes from slate to mushroom, See the difference? Slate to mushroom. Then it goes to antique gold. Then no, excuse me. No, this is fourth. Goes to fireworks, right? So slate, mushroom, fireworks, antique gold. I'm trying to remember what order. I know that one's last. And then I think it's that. Yeah. So then it goes to summer, then to coffee, then to scarlet. So it does like a gray to... Can I hold it all up at once? Kind of like that. Not that you can see too much of it, but you know, there you go. An idea. Alright. I'll throw in some pictures in the end. I didn't take too many at Stitches United. Kevin and I actually went to a really good Irish pub for lunch after we left, and I got really good Guinness lamb stew. I'm sorry if you're a vegetarian. But, feel free to check out my Ravelry group. Feel free to join the Ravelry group. Feel free to submit something to the FO thread, because that is open until the end of the month. Wait, I need to draw for April. I need to start a new May thread. But I will do the drawing next week because I am kind of short on time. But I'll start a new thread for May. I will close the April thread, start a new May thread, do the draw next week. But feel free to enter your stuff. It's anything crafting related or like fiber related. So spinning, weaving, sewing, crochet, knitting, quilting, I said weaving, tatting, cross stitch, whatever. If you finish it, you can enter it. And it's a $6 pattern credit from me to you. So I will do the draw next week. I will be hosting a VKN when I get home tonight. Not that you'll be seeing this before then, but I am going to try to host one. Normally, if I do manage to host one, links are in both my Facebook group and my Ravelry group. I don't really put it on the blog. Yeah, I think that's about it. So enjoy a couple of pictures at the end, and I will see you all next week. Bye!